We're back on Big Game Breakdown. Live odds as always, sportsbookreview.com. Game number 1, Tampa Bay on the road to take on Philly. The Eagles are 3.5 and 37 the total. Football's here, Teddy. Let's start with this. Cluster injuries on the offensive line for the Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah, and it's affected their whole week of offensive preparation. Not what you initially want with a new head coach in Tampa Bay. When you talk about cluster injuries, this is one of the big things I look for in the preseason. It doesn't really matter where those cluster injuries are, but particularly when you've got a number of guys on the offensive line that aren't going to be suiting up, that aren't ready to go, where you have guys who are going to be playing who haven't had a whole lot of practice time with one another. That's problematic. And it doesn't matter what your quarterback rotation is. You know, the Bucs have Jameis Winston, they got Mike Glennon, they got Ryan Griffin. Not maybe an elite QB rotation with Griffin as the third stringer. He's expected to get the lion's share of the snaps. But Winston and Glenn is not a bad one, too. You wouldn't argue with that. That being said, when your QB is going to be running for his life, and when you haven't been able to install a proper game plan because of those cluster injuries in the offensive line, it's something that bettors need to take note of.
Yeah. So Cutter takes over at Tampa. He's in for Lovey. Peterson's in. Chip Kelly's out. What's Peterson saying about his first game here? Does he want to get a W?
You know, and it really seems like he does. And we've seen this line move off of the 3 up to 3.5, in part at least because of the way that Doug Peterson's talking. Doug Peterson's been talking. He's saying how excited he is to win the first game as a head coach, that winning matters to him in the preseason. A lot of the things that rookie QBs say. And of course, Philadelphia has another thing that bettors seem to be very interested in. They've got a quarterback battle. Sam Bradford is expected to be the opening day starter. Don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. You have Chase Daniel, who is being I believe he's the highest priced backup in the league this year. And of course, you have Carson Wentz, who is expected to get the lion's share of playing time in the second half. He's going to get extended playing time, and the team wants him. No, they need him to look good, considering how much they paid for the guy in terms of future draft stock. So the bettors are definitely liking that Eagles QB depth chart, and they're liking the fact that even though it's a rookie in Wentz getting his first taste of NFL action, there is a vested interest for the coaching staff in putting him in a position to succeed, making him look good.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.